Hola, and thank you for choosing to watch another instalment from here at my original YouTube channel, Benidorm and Beyond. Today's video takes you on a beautiful sunny April walk around Benidorm's headland, right up in the very heart of the Old Town, or Casco Antiguo, where you can get some of the best views in town, as well as discovering fabulous bars and cafes, so let's take a look. We begin on Plaza de la Sangria, where we firstly walk by the popular British bar of Sherry's, run successfully since the 1970s by Jeff and Carol. Renowned for their fabulous home-cooked food, which can be enjoyed in their air-conditioned below-street-level interior via a few steps down, for those of you who like to be in the open air as much as possible on your holes, they also offer pavement-side tables and chairs outside in the sunshine, so you can sit back, chill out, and make the most of a bit of Spanish heat on your face to top up that all-essential tan. After Sherry's, we head towards the blue and white striped awnings of the various craft stalls lining this area's iconic white balustrades, with well-kept colourful flower planters in bloom on the floor. We then walk upwards and towards the main squares, stopping to look out at the beautiful Mediterranean Sea as we do so, and also down to the small beach of Playa Malpas, which is hugely popular with the Spanish in particular, and is full to bursting in high season. This lies just next to Benidorm's port, where you can take boat trips and excursions to nearby islands and resorts, and these include the fishing town of Calpe, which is famous for its seafood restaurants that line the harbour, the beautiful city of Alicante and its neighbouring small island village Tabaca, or just out to Peacock Island for a walkabout on the slippery rocks and a look underneath the waters in their mini submarine, followed by a peaceful drink and some great views back to Benidorm from out there on the waves. Along the route, we pass a sculpture dedicated to those lost at sea, as well as some lovely landscape Mediterranean-style gardens full of palms and vibrant greenery. And in the square itself, you can see lots of concrete bench seating, with every inch of this plaza becoming full to the brim during Benidorm's yearly November fiestas, when thousands of Brits, Irish and Spanish holidaymakers flock to the resort, with many of them lapping up the sunshine with an alcoholic beverage right here in this plaza, while Sherry's bar below overflows with partying revellers. These artisan stalls multiply in number in the summer months, when the night market, Les Nits del Castel, is held nightly, and here you can browse through all sorts of crafty finds, including personalised gifts, hand-painted pan tiles depicting local scenes, handmade soaps and lots more, and it's a lovely place to just meander through and have a look, even if you don't wish to make a purchase. Walking around the square, we see the low-rise apartment block of Doñana and the small arched passageway that leads through to the church, as well as the Aloha cocktail bar, offering some fabulous mojitos, jugs of sangria, freshly squeezed juices and ice cream sundaes. Whilst in the middle of the plaza, as a centrepiece, we see the giant anchor statue that was donated to the city back in 2007 by the Spanish Navy, which was received with thanks for the city awarding them with the Benidorm Gold Medal. Along the balustrades that line this area, giving you those wonderful non-stop views out to sea, you can also find an assortment of artists, by day or by night, who will paint your lifelike portrait or capture you in a fun caricature as a souvenir, with black and white cartoon drawings starting from as little as €10, depending on which artist you choose to capture you. And I have to say, as always, I was very impressed with some of their work, which is of excellent quality, as you can see. Facing the next square along of Plaza Santa Ana, with these areas in reality blending into one, you can find the family-owned and run ice cream parlour, coffee shop and snack bar of El Castel, which has been trading here for more than 30 years, offering a huge selection of tempting liquid refreshments, along with plates of Valencian paella, fresh seafood and crisp top tostadas, and of course what everyone comes up to this area for, and which makes it more than worth the effort, that wonderful picture-perfect view. As we head up to the highest part of the cliffs and the square called Plaza del Castel, we see even more trinket stalls with information boards and QR codes also dotted about randomly, detailing a bit of info and history for those that wish to read it. And then looking back, we see the 4 giant cannons that form a circle in the middle of the square. And did you know that they have actually all been raised from the seabed itself? And in years gone by, if you stood on the very end of the headland, you could look down at those very 4 cannons beneath you in the clear, cool waters of the Mediterranean Sea. Having had another look down at the small beach of Malpas and back at the surrounding mountains, we finally head up to the highest part of this gorgeous viewpoint area, or Mirador in Spanish, where Benidorm's castle used to stand, dating back to at least the 14th century, where we will take in even more fantastic views, with dozens of others having had the same thought and heading there too, for a relaxed wander about, a sit down and a breather, or a fantastic sunny photo as a souvenir. This area is officially known as the Balcony of the Mediterranean, or El Balcón del Mediterráneo, and the reasons why are of course self-explanatory, with the beautiful sea stretching out below and the blue and white tiled columns and arches on the headland making the ideal pretty backdrop for a selfie, along with the pretend wishing well in front of the main structure with its bright white paint and wooden slats, just willing you to drop a cent or two in and wish that you will visit Benidorm again. This promontory has been the location for many events and inaugurations in the past that have mostly all taken part in this uppermost square, including award ceremonies, live TV programmes, catwalk shows and even filming for the comedy series Benidorm, which ran successfully on ITV for a full 10 years, with a finished scene depicting a small, intimate restaurant in the square with cross-dressing Leslie waiting patiently for his blind date. The parts of the old castle and its grounds that have been excavated are displayed with glass walls around them for protection, and there are plenty of white granite bench seats to take a seat on for a rest. Often you can find a busker here with his guitar strumming out a tune, hoping for an appreciative round of applause, or better still, a euro or two. And whilst I did spot him on this occasion, he had either just finished or was just tuning up, so sadly I never caught a note. For even more stunning photos, even closer to the Mediterranean, you can walk down a series of steps to the pentagon-shaped outlook point nearer the sea, and if you look carefully, you can see the old water geyser poking out upwards, which was deactivated some years ago due to the salt water it jetted out having started to affect the precious rocks of the Canfali Cliffs. This area, seemingly right in front of Peacock Island, is a great spot for some gorgeous Benidorm holiday pics, and up here you really do feel miles away from the neon hustle and bustle of the new town, or even the very pleasant but still highly commercialised Rincon de Loix. We'll finish by taking a look over to the Levante side of town, where the beautiful Levante beach stretches away for 2 kilometres of golden sands ahead of us, with the boutique 5-star hotel, the Villa Venetia, overlooking it all, and seagulls swooping past. I hope that you've enjoyed this sunny stroll in the old town today with me, starting at Sherry's Bar in the Plaza de Senioria and finishing up on the beautiful and historic headland. And if you have liked watching and listening, then please join me again in the future for more info-packed street and beachfront walks, a ton of news bulletins and updates, tours of some of Benidorm's most popular hotels, as well as reviews on lots of cafes, bars and new businesses. I'll see you out and about next time, and thanks so much for watching as always. Bye for now, hasta luego, and I hope to catch you again soon. Cheers!